like a Hellcat.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, and I have got some really big news for fans of people who buy games from CEX, because finally, at long last, CEX are going through the process of updating their website so it lists games, retro games, as without or with manual. This is a massive thing that people have spoke about for years and years, ordering a game, not knowing if it's going to come complete. They have now started to add in listings, as you can see here. I'm checking out Master System games at the moment. So for example, we've got Jungle Book here without manual, £3. They're now adding in a separate listing, Jungle Book with manual. Currently they're the same price, they are, all these listings. Now what it looks like at the moment is all the games that were currently in stock on the website have been listed as without manual. And what they're doing is adding in a separate listing with manual. So now I'm assuming at some point they will either do one of two things. They will go through each store, their whole stock levels of retro games, and have to put them in the correct listing on the website. Obviously that is going to be a massive amount of work. Or the other thing is, they leave all of the ones that they've currently got as without manual, and any games that are traded in from now on will be listed as with manual or without manual, dependent on if they've got the manual, obviously, if that makes sense. I'm going to check Mega Drive games now. This was just something that I noticed by chance moments ago. I think it's literally only come into effect like really recently at some point today. So we'll go down to Mega Drive software, see if it's the case here. And yes, it looks like the same as well. So we've got the cheap games here, F1 without manual, F1 with manual, Corporation without, with Sonic without, all these games without, and then all the listings with have just got a generic CEX picture. They've not even been updated to actually have a picture of the games yet. So I think this has just come in some point today, I think, possibly even just this afternoon or this evening. I don't know exactly how many consoles it's even done it for, to be honest, yet. So we'll go into Super Nintendo software next. If I can, oh, it's classed as Super NES. I never look for Super Nintendo games, I don't. They are called Super NES. So let's see, Super NES software. Get rid of all those, and it looks like it's going to be the same as well. Yep, they've done it with these. All the games on here have now got separate listings. This is going to make ordering games from CEX in the future far better online. I think as well what they'll have to do is, at the moment they've got the same prices. I think the ones without manuals are going to have to be dropped, even if it's just by £1 or £2, I think, because putting them at the same price, I think that's pretty, it's not the best decision, because they're not going to sell, I don't think, if they're the same price. Let's have a look at NES games. I never ever look at NES games, NES software. I imagine it's going to be the same. I don't know how many of the systems it's going to be. Yeah, Kickoff, yep, exactly the same for the NES. Let's try something a bit more abstract. We'll go for Jaguar games. It looks like they've done the same for those as well. Get rid of all those. Yep, they've done it for Jaguar games too. Without manual, with manual. Wow. What else can I check out? Older games. Let's go for Mega CD. Actually, the word boxed doesn't need to be in there because they don't sell them unboxed. Let's check this out. Mega CD software. Price low to high. Yep, they've done it for those as well. This is really interesting, because there is so many retro systems on the CEX website now. I mean, I don't know if they've done it for... I can't imagine they've done it for the more current systems. I don't know, we'll check. We'll open a couple of those up. Let's go on retro and see if there's any other, perhaps more interesting ones we could check out. Sorry that my computer's slow. It seems to have slowed down in recent times, and I'm not exactly sure why. What shall we go for? Let's go for Nintendo. I'll just type in Nintendo 64 boxed. I was actually looking at N64 games yesterday, so it wasn't like this then. Let's see. Without manual, with manual, they've done it for the N64 as well. All still the same price, but they have put separate listings in. I can't. No, not done it for PS3 games. What else did I clicked on? Wii games, didn't I? Let's see if they've done it for Wii games. No, not done it for Wii games. So I'm assuming it's just anything that perhaps is listed in their retro section. Let's try Game Boy Advanced games. Something that I never, ever look at. It looks like they've done it. Yeah, they've done it for Game Boy Advance as well. With manual, without manual. So I'm assuming they must have done it for literally every single retro system. They've added in the listings for them, but they've not separated any of the stock into the two. Like I said, I'm not sure if they will actually do that. Going through all current stock that they've got in stock would be a horrible, horrible job. It really, really would. What about Dreamcast? Let's go for Dreamcast. Yep, they've done it for the Dreamcast too. That is, it literally looks like every single retro console they've done it for, in all fairness. Let's just try and find PlayStation 1. Don't know where it is in the list, to be honest. PlayStation 1 games there. Get rid of Dreamcast. Unclick all of these so it shows every single listing. This is just an off-the-cuff video, completely unplanned, by the way. Yeah, they've done it for all PS1 games as well. They plan to separate them all out. I think this is an amazing move by CEX. Going forward, this is going to be much, much better and far more reliable for when you're ordering games online or head into a store to buy a game. You can check that the copy of the game that you're looking for has a manual. Therefore, it's going to save you time traveling. It's going to make the postage worthwhile if you're ordering online. Without a doubt, this is the way forward. I'm amazed that they're going down this route. I never thought they would, because I thought the workload of doing it would be too much for them, and I didn't think they're going to. But I bet this is to do with the amount of returns that the store gets in general. They must be overloaded with retro returns, and the more times they're posted out, repacked, sent back, posted back out, the condition deteriorates, and it makes them less and less desirable. So I think they finally decided, actually, we're going to put in the work, put this process in place, and it's going to help us sell stock and get less return. So without a doubt, this is the way forward. That is it for today. Let me know your thoughts on CEX finally introducing a with and without manual scheme for all of their retro games. This is absolutely monumental news. That is it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back in the near future with another video. Goodbye for now.